And I wanted to share this with you because a lot of times, I've said this before and I'm sure you'll hear me say this again, but a lot of times in the Black community, African American community, I hear comments like, Black women can't grow hair. Um, Coach Latanya here. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a few of the benefits that I've noticed in my hair since using castor oil. So if you're interested in that topic, stay tuned. Thank you for joining me and welcome back to my subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope that you enjoy this video as well, as it helps to elevate wellness. So we've heard, castor oil has been around for a very, very long time. But castor oil is kind of starting to take a trend again because of its many benefits. Now, I did a video before of why I use castor oil every day, and I still do. I love castor oil. It has really made a difference in my skin, the way I feel, the way I sleep at night, but also in my hair. And I wanted to share this with you because a lot of times, I've said this before and I'm sure you'll hear me say this again, but a lot of times in the Black community, African American community, I hear comments like, Black women can't grow hair, and all these different types of conversations being held around Black hair, Afro hair, and I don't think that it's fair to assume that because someone's hair is curly or coilier, that they can't grow hair. I think that I know because I do have a cosmetology background. So let's go ahead and talk about hair texture first, okay, before we get into the topic. Now, when it comes to hair texture, I think it's not fair to say that this is Black hair, this is Euro hair, this is Asian hair. When it comes to the quality or the health or the integrity of the hair, okay? And what I mean by that is sometimes it is assumed that anyone from the Black community cannot grow hair, doesn't have hair, even if they wear their hair short, is because they can't grow hair. I don't think it's fair to assume that or to put that on someone, because that's simply not true. Hair care, hair growth has a lot to do with genetics. Medicine also can influence hair growth, okay? As well as the hair care routine, right? Whatever hair care ritual you have, or if you don't have, that is really going to determine the health or the integrity of your hair, because it's really taking care of the scalp and the condition of the hair, okay? Now, when we look at hair, it's important to understand that there are textures, right? So we all have sebum, and sebum is that natural oil that we all produce. We produce it on our skin. Now, for those who have oilier skin, you produce a little bit more sebum, and so the issue is you're already producing oil, right? So then you need something that is going to help to reduce some of that oiliness, right, without clogging your pores, because you already have that. But the thing about oily skin is it tends to be more plump, and if you look at men, a lot of times, especially young men, they look younger because they have testosterone. Testosterone tends to make the skin plumper, oilier, nails grow faster, hair grows faster. That's one of the benefits of testosterone. Okay, and so when we look at hair textures, my hair texture is coily. I don't really know, the types, type this, type B, type C, all of those things. I don't really get into hair types. My type is hair. But the coiliness of my hair does not take away from the potential for my hair to grow. So let's go ahead and kind of separate that, because that's not just the case. Just because my hair is coily does not mean I cannot grow hair, okay? So one of the reasons why coilier hair needs a different hair care ritual is because the curlier the hair is, the longer it takes for the sebum to travel down the shaft. This is the shaft, right? This is the shaft of the hair. So we all produce sebum here and on our scalp and on our face, but the longer, the curlier the hair is, the longer it takes for that oil to travel down. So then what happens is, you know, day 3, you've done the shampoo, you've done all those things, but now by day 3, day 4 for sure, you might feel like, oh, my hair is like dry. It's still dry. What do I need to do? And so the reason why curly haired individuals don't, most or many don't wash their hair every other day or 3 times a week is because it's stripping the hair. Think about it. If it's taking 5 days for that hair to travel down the shaft, why would you go ahead and shampooing it every other day is just stripping it further and further and further, making it weaker. Okay, and so it's not that curly haired individuals can't grow hair. The issue is not stripping the oils and causing the hair to break. So with all of the manipulation, with the blow drying, the hair drying, the straightener, the combing, the brushing, and washing, all of that manipulation is just causing breakage, okay? And so it really isn't about growing hair. It's about preserving the growth and protecting, conditioning. It really is about the hair care routine, okay? Now, that means that if your hair is straighter, it takes less time for that hair to travel down the shaft. This is why after 2 days you say, oh my goodness, my hair feels so greasy. I got to shampoo it. I got to wash my hair. It feels so greasy, right? Because your hair is straight, and so as you are brushing it, you're brushing those oils down and it's getting further down the shaft. And so what happens after a couple days of brushing and combing, flat ironing or whatever you're doing, you're getting that oil further down the shaft. So 2 or 3 days of that, now it starts to look greasy, okay? Now it doesn't have the life or the body that it had a few days ago because the oil, the sebum, is weighing it down, okay? So let's disconnect the texture from the potential to grow hair, okay? Now, let's get into the topic. All right, so I wanted to share with you some of the benefits, and I have my notes here because I want to try to stay on topic. But I have my notes here, and I wanted to share with you a few of the ways that I have noticed castor oil has helped me grow hair, helped me grow my edges back, okay? And it really has, my hair is fuller as well. I love using castor oil. I create several products from my product line, Naturally Yours, that has castor oil in it. I use, one of them is like a massage oil. You can use it on the belly. You can use it for pain. I have different, and then I also have one that I use for hair. So the one that I use for hair is my Soothing Scalp and Hair Growth Serum. This is one of my top sellers, okay? One of my top sellers. And I tell you, I get people time and time again telling me how the condition of their hair is totally different from when they started their routine, but also hearing that edges are coming back in. And I get excited because that has also happened for me. So I'm going to put some videos, I'm going to put some pictures in the video so I can show you the process. Now, with any hair care routine, you don't want to look at, well, it's not working in 2 weeks. I've seen pictures where you see 3 inches in 30 days. Okay, let's back up. It takes we grow on average, there are always exceptions. On average, we grow about 1/2 of an inch of hair each month. Now, some will grow an inch. During the summertime, I can see an inch of hair growth. Even if it's not so cold, I can see an inch of hair growth. But we'll talk about that because I want to get that for you too. I want to share some tips to grow hair if that's one of your goals as well. Okay, so I can even see an inch. So anywhere between an inch to 1/2 of an inch of hair growth per month. But the kicker is, if you are growing hair but then breaking it off as it grows, you don't see the growth. And so this is where the castor oil comes in, because what it helps to do, one of the things that it helps to do, is it helps to reduce hair fall. Okay, so it helps to strengthen the hair. It also helps to moisturize the hair, and it also helps to hydrate the hair. Okay, so I'm going to share some more pictures because I want you to see my hair is light. Okay, it is light, and this is not the first time I had my hair this light, which means that I've used color to darken the blonde. I've gone really, really, really blonde. I've had several colors. I've had reddish. I've had all these different things. I do not, um, I am not here to tell you that you should color your hair. Don't worry about it. I am here to let you know that hair color, any chemical on the hair, can cause chemical damage. But I'm here as an example to show you that even in spite of, even with all of the hair color applications that I've done, and I've done them all myself because I have a cosmetology background, um, even in spite of all of the hair color applications, thank Creator that my hair has um, not broken off. Now, that being said, yes, when I did the hair color, I did notice that the weaker parts of the locks, because you'll get weaker parts, and you can tell because the end will be limp. But weaker parts, older parts of the hair, they are compromised because they've been around the longest. But I'm only getting like a couple inches off, and it's not all of my hair. It's a couple here, and that's about it. But what I've noticed with the castor oil is using that helps to keep my hair hydrated, keeps my hair moisturized, and it is very good for my scalp as well. Okay, so castor oil comes from the castor plants, castor beans. Okay, there are two ways of sourcing castor oil. You can use the cold press method, which is extraction without any chemicals, or the hexane method, which is using a solvent to extract the oil from the bean. When you use a solvent, there is a potential to have some traces of that solvent left in the product. And so if you're using castor oil, consuming castor oil, which has a laxative effect, so be sure you talk to your doctor before doing that. It can also induce labor as well. So if you are pregnant, please consult your physician before consuming any castor oil. Okay, but that the reason why it should be hexane free, whether you're using it on your skin or whether you are digesting it, it's important to you don't want to be consuming traces of some solvent on your face or in your body. You want to have it as clean as possible, and as well as for our planet, right? We want to take care of Mother Earth as well. Now, when we are using, another thing about castor oil too, not only do you want to purchase the hexane free castor oil, it's also important to make sure that you're using the type of castor oil that comes in a glass bottle. You see, these are my bottle displays here, but they're all glass. I use amber glass bottles. Now, it's not enough for me. It's not enough for me. You guys know my background by now. My grandmother exposed me to indigenous ways. She exposed me to the power of plant medicine, the power of growing your own food, the power of praying to Creator, the power of, she exposed me, she taught me so much, and I thank God for grandparents, good grandparents. And she was very good to me. So she passed this on to me. She showed me so much. She made her soaps, she made salves, she did all these different things. And even, when someone in the family wasn't feeling well, she would say, go outside, go and get this plant. It looks like this, the leaves look like that, it's close to the ground, or sassafras, or all these different things. And she would tell stories. Oh my goodness, she'd be so animated. And I am just so grateful for her. But she was the one who really influenced who I am today with my Naturally Yours line. Okay, my products are made with love and carefully formulated with you in mind, with natural ingredients. Natural ingredients. So I don't use I don't even use artificial heat to process this. I let things sit and extract. I extract the herbs. So it takes time, and I create these products in small batches because I want you to have top line hair care products. I want you to have hair care products and products that make you feel good, make you feel lavish, make you feel nourished, make you feel supported, that bring you back to you. We use these products every day, and I think it's important to have a ritual that puts you back to, or brings you back to yourself, brings you back to the way Creator has purposed and ordained you to be, brings you back to, that's what Naturally Yours is all about. So with this Soothing Scalp and Hair Growth Oil, let me tell you, it has not only filled in my edges have edges. And I am so serious about this. I want to show you my progress because I just shampooed my hair 2 days ago. But I'm still going to show you my progress here. So you can see my edges here. You can see the hairline, right? It's quite filled in, but I even have edges here, and I'm so grateful for that, right? It's a more defined line now, but check out my edges too. So I've never not had edges, but they were finer, and I could tell, like, okay, my edges are getting compromised, so I really had to stop pulling my hair back so much because the tension. I also have thicker locks, so if you think about the weight of the lock pulling also the edges back too. So I know that I knew that I needed to, I knew that my edges needed support, so I started to use this, okay? Now, not only did my edges fill in, right? If you can, this right here, right? If you just saw this as edges, but not only did they fill in, they're growing. You can see, look at my edges. That's huge. And so I actually had to start more locks where I had just fine baby hair, okay? Now on this side as well, my hair, look at my white hair coming in. But even on this side as well, you can see that it's filling in even more, right? You can see it's filling in. So I've never not had edges, but it's grown them in where they're thicker and now longer. And I'm so excited about that. So excited. Even what I've noticed about my hair, and leave in the comments, let us know, because I would love to hear. But you can see how white, I'm telling you, it's almost like every day my hair is getting whiter and whiter here. But the thing is, as the hair gets whiter or grayer, I'm noticing that I really need to support it more. So I use the oil as well to help to strengthen my white hairs as they come in. Because I think a lot of times as our hair, so another thing about hair is, we have hair has stages based on your stage of life, okay? So for example, babies, you have baby hair, right? It's fine, it's like fine downy hair. And then you have your childhood hair. And then from there you have your teenage hair. Okay, and then from teenage hair you have your more mature adult hair, and then you have your senior or your winter season hair. Okay, so winter season, think white. I have some winter season here. I just pray my winter season is long, prosperous, healthy, and strong. But as it's coming in, I want to support it, right? Because if it's coming in, I noticed that it was like more, I don't want to say weaker, but I want to strengthen it, okay? So what I've been doing is I've been using my oil. I use my oil about, I would say about 3 to 4 times a week. And I want to show you how even if it is in an amber glass bottle, you want to keep it out of direct sun so that it doesn't degrade the product, okay? But what I do is after, shampooing my hair, I go in and section the hair. Oh my goodness, look at that. I'm loving it though. I am loving it. I go and section the hair. And this is what it looks like. You can see that it's thick. You want to make sure you're not putting it on a wet scalp because and I just drop it along. Very simple to apply. I love the way it feels. It really, really soothes the scalp. If you have dry, itchy scalp, oh my goodness, you want to try this because it has really helped me so much. Like whenever I shampoo my hair, especially in the wintertime with a dry heat and then the dryness in the air, my scalp can feel so dry that it's itchy. This brings everything back into balance, and it really, really helps. It feels so good. And I just run it down the shaft, and I just take it row by row. You don't have to be so methodical about it. And I actually started my locks too, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that before. So row by row, and just going in there, and I must pull it down, right? Get it on the scalp, pull it down. It feels amazing. Now, I want to show you how I do the hairline, because I make sure to do the hairline even if I miss, like I didn't run it through the other day. I'll do it after this video. So I just go and trace out the hairline, outline the hairline here, and then I pull it back, and this is what I do at night. Now I want to show you how I wrap my hair up at night too. You guys, I was really going to try to keep this video short, but I want to show you exactly how I do this. Okay, now the way I wear my hair at night is these two pieces. I cross it, I flip it. Go ahead, and it's not a tight knot there. Then I make like a little. Let's see how this is. Okay, then I take this and flip it around. It's nighttime. I'm not really trying to, make it neat or anything. Presentable, yes, but it doesn't have to be perfect. So do it like this. And okay, pull everything up, and then I'll leave that like that. I take my scarf and wrap it here. Then I take a knot, boom, and then another knot, boom, and then I take these, and that's it. That's how I have my hair, and I sleep like this. Now, I do it like this because it keeps my edges protected. After applying the oil, my hair is out of the way, and I'm not hot. Sometimes I wear a bonnet if I'm feeling it, but I've been hot, I've been working out, and sometimes I'm just like 2, 3 in the morning. It's too hot to have that bonnet on, so I have something that kind of gives me airflow. And that's how I wear my hair. When you are buying castor oil, you want to make sure that it is in a bottle. The darker the better, because you want to make sure that the product is not being degraded. You want to keep it out of direct sunlight so it's not degrading the potential or the potency of the product, okay? Another thing is you want to make sure that it is hexane free, because hexane free means that they didn't use a solvent to source that oil. You also want to make sure that it is organic, okay? So you're looking for organic, cold press castor oil that's in a dark glass bottle, okay? That's the best. Now, I personally like the Jamaican castor oil, which is really good, but I've also heard there's a Haitian castor oil as well. But I love the dark Jamaican castor oil. I have used the golden castor oil as well, but I really love the black castor oil, or the dark castor oil. If you wanted to purchase a castor oil from Amazon, I'll see if I can find one. Just make sure that it's in a glass bottle. Make sure it's hexane free, okay? But you can make your own. If you wanted to add in a few drops of tea tree oil, you can do that. If you have flaky, dry scalp, if you have dandruff, you can put that on there, apply it. a couple times a week and just kind of rub it in to soothe the scalp, to kind of lift up the dry flakes, nourish the scalp. You can also use rosemary. Now, rosemary essential oil is very good because it has been studied, it has been researched, and so, oh my goodness, look at my shirt. It has been researched that it can help to promote hair growth. Now, with my formula, I don't use essential oils in it because some people are more sensitive. If I'm making my own bottle, I might drop a few if I'm feeling fancy, but I don't need to. But what I do is I extract herbs, many of them of which I grow in my own garden. But I will extract things like lavender, rosemary, and other herbs and flowers. I put that in, I put those herbs and flowers together and extract all that goodness from that oil. Okay, and that is how I produce this product. This is why it's a top seller, because it is effective. Okay, it really is. So you can do that if you want to try that with the tea tree oil. I'll also put the link below for my shop. You can go to latanyabaruch.com and get your own bottle. It's a 2-ounce bottle. It lasts about 2 months, a month and a half, 2 months, maybe even 3 months, depending on how often you're applying it. But it's shelf stable for up to 18 months. Okay, so grab your bottle today at latanyabaruch.com if you're interested in that. And I wanted to leave you with just a few tips that you can use, that you can apply, a few wellness tips to help you grow hair if that is your goal. Okay, so number one is exercise. The reason why is, if you think about it, you're circulating more blood, right? Because you're moving. So the circulation has improved because you're moving more. And the more you move, the more you're improving that circulation. And so that's going to also influence the rate of your hair growth, okay? Another thing is, and this is why I believe I get a little bit more oomph in my hair growth, is because I'm so active. I'm always working out. And so that's why it's a big, it's a very, it's beneficial even for hair growth, okay? What types of exercise? Anything that helps you to improve circulation is very good, okay? I also, eating your diet is also very important. Eating foods that are, whether you're plant-based or carnivore, eating foods that are highly nutritious, that are whole and not processed, okay? I am not here to tell you that you should be keto or carnivore or plant-based. You know your body the best, okay? And if you don't understand it, you can go to latanyabaruch.com. You and I can create a plan that is specific to your goals, your lifestyle, and your ability, okay? But you know what works best for you. So I'm not going to say that you have to eat this way or that way, but I do recommend eating more whole foods. The more whole those foods are, the better. Eating foods like nuts and seeds that are high in healthy fats, avocados, coconut oil, olive oil, those types of things, those healthy fats, fish, salmon, mackerel, tuna, high in fat, high in good fat, and so it helps to promote healthier skin, promote healthy hair as well, okay? And then also making sure that you're getting your minerals. So again, fruits and vegetables, whatever it is that you can eat, you want to have a few of those as well, because they also help to support healthy hair growth. Right? I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you got something from it. If so, please leave a comment. Let me know. If this is your first time here, welcome. I'm so glad you are here. Go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification bell so the next time I upload a video, you will be among the first to be notified. I look forward to seeing you in the next video, and until next time, live beautiful.